Hey everybody, welcome to another CARDFIGHT Vanguard's Divinez Taboo upon Zero. This is gonna be the Zorga Nadir gonna be versus the new grade 3 fated unit for Dark States. We haven't seen a lot of Dark State stuff in a minute. Usually they tend to reveal a lot of their stuff a little bit earlier, like what we had with Divinez in the first set of sets, or with Dark Irregulars in the first set of sets. This is one of the very few unique ones we've had a situation. It is going to be first set product. Obviously, we do need to have like a bit of an antithesis to the main characters, Raziel, and Soul is going to be playing his whole theme of Zero, returning to null. So suffers from an issue that his parents are no longer with him, and he's trying to make his day pass by just existing, really. Sort of shut off his brain to deal with the trauma, and because of that he became a lot more emotionless. He doesn't really care about a whole lot of things about himself. He has no real wish, no real hopes or dreams, but it seems that under it all, under all of the masking that he's been doing, he still has some sort of drive or motivation. And even though Adita is probably like one of the more annoying people in his life, he has dealt with it. He has dealt with it to a point. We'll see now how this episode turns out. Protag edge entity? Yes, exactly. Again, exactly that. He does have a little bit of the edge on him. We're going to see how this episode turns out. If you guys like the episode, well, watching along with us, if you see the color scheme might not be the official colors of the episode, of course, we're trying to have it to be as transformative as possible. If you want to watch the official episode, this is going to be edited, hopefully heavily edited. If not, we pause a lot during the episode to talk about the scene a little bit, what it means to the overarching story, stuff like that. We like to dive deep into the narrative of what writers write and what the directors put into action when it comes to anime in general. You only do it for CARDFIGHT. I do it for other shows as well, but CARDFIGHT is the only one I'm like, hey, this is what I think about shows and movies, etc., or media in general. Media literacy is very important. Understanding like how a narrative is driven, like what it means to have a coming of age story, and not only coming of age, but also a what's it called again? Call to action, a hero's journey. A hero's journey type story, and that's what a lot of shonen stories are based on. A hero's journey usually means a start, middle, and an end. The start usually has this story of the hero just enjoying his life or dealing with a bit of a negative portion of his life, but dealing with it to an extent. But then he learns to overcome that by overcoming adversity, trying to put himself in a struggle, and that's usually the middle part. And at the end is usually the send off, or usually the triumph, his return home, triumphant. And of course, there's usually like a MacGuffin or Deus Ex Machina that comes into it, that type of thing. But without further ado, the intro has been hella long already. Let's get into the episode. We will be stopping, pausing, and skipping some parts. Obviously, we don't want to put ourselves into the crosshairs of Bushiroad. Hard to tell what satire it is? Exactly. It's very important. So it's wake up 7 in the morning. Very punctual lad, though. Not gonna lie. I know some of us at home, we get up at like whenever we feel like. But I mean, he has to get up for school, so that makes sense. Yeah, he officially turned himself off, brother. Yeah, you can feel like his presence is to be non-existent. I wonder how he perceives him. I wonder how he perceives Soul. By the way, we're skipping the intro song because we can't have it on our channel. It is produced by a studio. We do have a lot of the new product that came out. We have Shadowverse Evolve, Flame of Levitine. Set 3 is also already out. Set 4 is on its way already. It's been a minute. Let's see. We also have the Stride deck sets that are also coming out soon. We also have... no, they're already out already for Shiranui and Luard. We also have the premium deck sets. They're also coming out soon too, somewhere in the summer for us. JP already has them. So, Taboo upon Zero. How do English players feel about Shiranui? I think it just comes down to a fact that with more... The thing is, it's only 2 options of Stride decks to play. So those decks are going to be the flavor of the month for a very long time until people find ways to counter them. And if they don't know how to counter them, a lot of people are going to complain about them. I haven't seen much reports about them yet, but we'll see how the turnover looks with the tri-regulation. We need to see how the tournament is looking so far. Outside of super pricey cards, I've got a cord built now. Hell yeah. Nice. Well done, dude. Try to be his friend, man. Nothing. I mean, he can't taste anything, possibly. Nothing. No, he's turning his eye away from it. Do I feel pain now? You mean versus Shiranui? Eh. And move to Dragon Empire. You finished your new Dragon Empire deck today? Nice. Well done, well done. I'll provide you any information you need. His voice sounds hella familiar though. Mm-hmm. Hey. That's true. Oh, true. Oh, he also came to see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see, fatal one of Taboo still make no sense. How restand column with the Taboo? It's basically the fact that you bring them back from the grave, which is already a Taboo, and you're playing a 3-attack deck, and you're forcing a 4th attack, which is also a Taboo. It's basically breaking the rules of what your deck usually does, which is funny to me. God, I have a feeling he's gonna get completely riggedy wrecked. God, the lad looks... Dropped her hollow. Oh, such a good card, that card, man. Oh, it's gonna raise in so much in price. Oh, really solid guarding. Okay, so when you ride on top of it, look at the top 3. Ooh, that's solid. So you soul charge. So you're filtering all your triggers out. I might be interested in Dark States again. That's kind of nice. Oh, love this. Draw a card, discard. Maybe. I feel like the Philanderer. I feel like the Philanderer could have been under the Roman prison. Would have made a little bit of a better column, in my opinion, because auto column is 23, but then it's a 10k bonus. I guess the power bonus don't really matter because then it becomes 28 over 33. I guess it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. My bad. Winga looking plushie gives me Madoka Magica sort of vibes. Everybody's been saying that too. I think something's up with him for sure, and something's up with this tournament. So Matsunori usually gets a drive out of people by taunting them and using mind games. But he's not gonna get a rise out of him, I think. Does turning structure make no sense? It's sort of like a round robin idea, I guess. Brugdmaya. Cool. Skip ahead here a little bit. Look at top 3. That was a decent amount of draw. Okay. Yeah, you bind those two down. Okay, this is a... Okay, this is like a brand gate skill. What the hell? This is what deleters used to do. Oh, yeah, this is kind of like DI, but also not. That's kind of disgusting. You force your opponent to bind two-phase down. That's... God. That's disgusting, man. And you get to stand a rear guard as well? So it has an inherent fourth attack. It binds your opponent's stuff. That... Okay. And this isn't even a divine skill yet. And because all of his skills, what he's been doing is soul charging a bunch of non-triggers, all that's going to be left in his deck is just triggers. Christ. That is... Oh, Roman Prince of Dragon and damage. A Cloud of Miasma? Really? Mm-hmm. I don't care, brother. Oh! I love what he did here. I love what he did. I love what he did here. So what he did is using one of the skills of the Orders of Toxin. He used a skill to retire the Roman Prison Dragon, so he is not forced to bind it phase on based off of the Blagdenine skill, which is actually kind of neat because a couple of his rear guards actually go to the drop zone at the end of turn because of the Divine skill and also the skill that he used off of his Energy Blast ability. So this is really, really, really smart from Masanori. I like this. A PG. That's not enough. That's probably still not enough. I think he needed to hit like an OT here to maybe do something. Nothing, brother. I feel nothing. Persona. He's doing it without Persona Ride. Oh my god. He has its own theme music. What the hell? He actually has his own. Wait. It has its own theme music. You can't PG. Until next turn, you can't use any skills, and your Vanguard can't use skills, bro. Dude. And he didn't even need Persona, right? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna need this deck. I knew Gin would resonate with it. It literally has been... Oh. He probably doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. Wow. Okay. Oh. The worst matchup for him should be Varga? What do you mean? Why would it be Varga to be the worst matchup? I mean, it turns off all of Varga's skills, no? Oh? But this is like an alternate version of her, longer hair. Yeah, this is years and years in the future. Please, please let it be a Hexor unit. Please, 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 please give this to Hexorb. Please. Please. It looks like a Hexorb unit. Please. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. It looks like a Hexorb unit. The pose and everything looks Hexorb. Please. Please. Let them get a dub. Let them get one dub. Please. I beg you. It's probably not. It's not. I know it's not. But cope. I know it's not. I know. But I want it to be. Oh man. The artwork is sick on it though. Holy moly. I really like the artwork. Tell me if you run out of copia. My supplier makes a good bug deals. Yeah, trust me. I get high on my own supply. I thank you very much. Let me cope. Thank you. By the way, Neo, did you get in contact with Typo about your card? Gears return in with a waifu figure. We don't even know what nation it is. Can we see what nation it is? I think it's just Keter, no? It feels like a Keter card. I think the insignia around the letter typing shows Keter. So I think it's just Keter. So about this episode, it went exactly as I expected, what most people would have expected, but I didn't think it would have been that disgusting as a card. It came up to about, what, 74k? 76k in terms of power of attack. Masanori is a person who tends to strive on playing mind games against his opponent. So if you've ever played against people in fighting games, they tend to get in your head by taunting you and stuff, and that's Masanori to a T. He's just like, I'm gonna make you fall down, I'm gonna make you drown, etc. And that's kind of his deal. And unfortunately, he was playing against a tournament player, and some tournaments player don't really care, bro. They don't really care about being in their head. They're just there to play their match and leave. There's nothing going on except for the cards, bro. They're just gonna flip their triggers and leave. So Masanori had to deal with that. But yeah, that was tough. That was tough to watch, nonetheless. Like, man got completely washed, and I don't know how much I can expect my main character, because, like, literally his skill counters. It literally counters Raziel. It counters that deck. It counters it. It's so whoa. I mean, let's see if Raziel gets like a second form of something, but I don't think that happens. I think the faded cards are just there for them. I mean, you get better rearguard cards, maybe better guard value. If he can't use PGs, he's probably going to be like, well, since I can't really use PGs, might as well not, right? Stuff like that. That might be kind of nutty. I mean, obviously, I'm just thinking about like very niche instances of how to deal with this deck. I think the best way to counter it, just like how we would play over this usually, is try to guard until your grade 3 turn now, and then try to survive. And I think that's kind of been the meta a little bit right now recently, especially with the Stride deck sets. A lot of it have the glitter cards. They're getting a lot of like grade 1 promo support that forces you into your first superior right turn and stuff, just like how with Mask. You're getting blitzed down by like 20 to 30k or 40k power with like 3 or 4 attacks in one turn, and having to be on 2 or 3 damage before their second grade 3 turn is tough. So guarding at least on your first grade 2, couple of grade 1 or grade 2 turns, if your red deck doesn't really need the early damage, is very handy, especially if you're going to your first grade 3 turn. A crit trigger, a fortunate crit trigger here or there can kind of swing the battle for you. In an archetype like this, man, it's gonna get spooky to try to guard against it early too, right? Because he rushes too. He at least wants to like soften up his opponent before he uses his skills. Especially like just poking down his opponent's board by just attacking, getting rid of his soul. His soul charge is just what he needs to. And especially with a lot of the rearguard support for this archetype can be like, hey, if you happen to have a Vanguard, look at your top 3, soul charge all the grade 1s, and all you're doing is just hitting triggers, bro. Wild. That's crazy. But this episode was kind of tight. I really enjoyed it. Again, just like all the other episodes, Masanori losing out to his own mind games to a person who just says, nah, I win. I'd win. I'm sorry. But all before me becomes 0. That's all he said. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching this episode. This has been a godlike one. If you liked the episode along with me, if you have any cool thoughts or ideas of what ways could Raziel possibly win outside of like OT or heal trigger, let me know. Just let me know, bro.